The Museum of Jewish Heritage was created to be a living memorial to those who perished during the Holocaust. The goal of the memorial is to honor the people who died and celebrate their lives by expressing their traditions and culture throughout the Jewish community. The memorial is located at the tip of the island in the heart of the people in Battery Park. The feel of the environment brings life and attention to the memorial. Not only was the goal of the memorial to honor the people who died during the Holocaust, but it was to inform the viewers of the harsh cruelties that went on. So don't let the beauty and grace of the building deceive you. We are working our way through the core exhibition entrance. The first floor is life before the Holocaust, the second floor is life during the Holocaust, and the third floor is life after the Holocaust.
The ritual, it's theatrical, but it binds us.
Every Friday night we're having the Shabbat candles, wine, challah.
Zachor means to remember the Sabbath.
It comes every single week with the same intensity. You don't do it when it's convenient.
It's like the Thanksgiving, but every week.
You immediately begin to count time to
You say, what have I done last week? What do I do next week?
And when I light my candles, it's like this incredible feeling just comes over me.
They were official synagogues, and also the owners of the houses considered that an honor and a responsibility to provide a prayer house. It was used.
From 1880 to 1930, the amount of Jews that migrated to the United States was from 250,000 to over 500 million by 1930. They migrated to major cities of New York, Chicago, and Philly. Today, there are more Jews living in New York City than Israel.
It was so outrageous with cartoons, Jews with noses like that and looking hunched over and looking generally pretty wicked. I can remember standing there and laughing and, saying quite loud, oh, what nonsense and stuff like that. And I thought I was being pretty clever. And then one day, I walked along the street and I saw a man come and give a communist salute to a brown shirt. And the SR man beat that man bloody in front of me. After that, I stopped making remarks about the Sturm.
I used to play always on the streets with these non-Jewish people, like I was a little boy and I liked playing, and suddenly the playing was finished. I went on the street and instead of playing with me, they called me bloody Jew.
The use of deception and propaganda brainwashed the people of Germany. Hitler enforced classes at school to teach the next generation that the Aryan race was superior and ranked the highest. Aryan kids were taught that typical Jews were parasitic.
Most of the children that I knew joined the Hitler Youth. They loved to join because they joined really like a club. We began to hear some of the songs that they were singing, when they were starting to sing about when the Jewish blood spurts. It didn't sound quite so attractive to us anymore.
1934, they introduced a new subject. It was called
racial science. We were taught about the Aryan look, the kids had to learn the good Aryan look, the blondes with the blue eyes.
This teacher would bring in pictures, big posters, with Jews with big noses, flat feet, curly hair, and she would say, this is a typical Jew. Have a look at them, these are the parasites. This is the origin of a typical Jew.
Finally, some people started running to the electric wires, get electrocuted. And sometimes on the watchtower, the assessment saw running a whole group of people to the electric wires. They started shooting with a machine gun, and killing them, cutting them down with a machine gun.
We asked Block Führer, it was called, the girl that, this happened to be a Czech girl which has been in the camp already for a long time. Where are the rest of the family? Where are our parents?
Children are usually the first to be protected against danger, but in Nazi Germany, they were the first victims, fought against starvation and disease with adults, robbed of childhood and the chance to lead a normal life. Over 900 Jews boarded the St. Louis wanting to seek freedom among the Americas. Headed for Cuba, when they got to Cuba, they found out that the boat had to be sent back. They stayed docked in Havana for 7 days, but then they were sent back under Nazi rule. Most members from the ship didn't survive. An underlying theme that was hugely portrayed throughout the museum was the idea of government taking more and more control until it reaches pinnacle of destruction. The government brainwashed the morals of the people of Germany to pursue their agenda. A large portion of the museum was informative based on the Holocaust, but another portion of the exhibition was the memorial sections. The memorial portion celebrated the lives of the people lost during the Holocaust. The rock garden is made up of trees growing out of the middle of rocks to represent the life still growing out of something so dead. Overall, the museum has a lasting effect on anyone who goes to visit, whether it was the information about the Holocaust or the feeling of life within the memorial which seems so gone. The memorial was created to represent life, not death, and I can say that it accurately portrays the feeling of beauty in life. The Museum of Jewish Heritage was extraordinary, and I highly recommend that everyone has a chance to visit at some point in their life.